there, this is Jennifer Vanderbeek, Imagine Artist in Residence, and today I have a process video to show you how I decorated this empty glass jar or bottle, whatever you want to call it. This was one of the things that was left over from like a few Christmases ago. It had come with like nuts or candy in it, and I thought it was a cool shape, and I just held on to it until such time that I felt like altering it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I started by spraying on some fireworks in London fog, kind of from the bottom up, and kind of let it get all drippy and stuff, just to kind of create some interesting texture and patterns. Now, because it's on glass, you kind of have to be careful. And so I'm using my heat tool between layers to kind of try and set the firework spray so that it retains some layers. It doesn't kind of just drip completely off. And so I layered the London fog with the Bahama blue. And once it was set enough so that it wasn't like super tacky when I touched it, then I'm going to go in with this Stencil Girl stencil. I believe it's stone and mortar. And I'm going to use my palette knife to apply some metallic silver creative medium through it to create this, well, stone or tile pattern along the bottom, maybe third of the bottle. Now, again, I'm using my heat tool to set two sides. I'm going to work two sides and then I'm going to work the other two sides. But I'm using the heat tool to make it just set enough so that it's not going to get all smooshy when I lay it down. Now, this is the both fun and super tedious part of the process. So I've put some graft adhesive on a scrap piece of cardstock or chipboard, and I'm using 2 toothpicks to apply this assortment of beads and buttons and sequins. They all came together, so it's really nice to use on a project like this because you know everything is going to coordinate, but it's not all the same thing and you don't have to buy a bunch of different things. So I am using 1 toothpick to apply the glue to the bottle. And then my second toothpick I'm using to help position some of the smaller beads and, nudge things around a little bit. I'm really trying to keep my fingers out of it. Sometimes that's easier said than done. And I'm going to kind of work my way in this undulating diagonal around the at least 3 sides of the bottle. Just kind of create this spray of beads and buttons and sequins. Why? Because I thought it looked cool. Now, you do have to be careful on the corners. If you put any along the corners and then rotate the bottle as you're working on it, you might end up knocking some off. The adhesive I'm using is really great for holding different, things that are not flat to flat or might have different materials. But it does kind of take a little while to dry and set. So once I have all of my other items on, I'm going to go back with some electric blue radiant neon amplify and just kind of fill in the dots a little bit. I'm going to let the whole thing dry, and then I'm going to give it a big coat of gloss varnish, and then I'm just going to tie a matching ribbon around the neck of the bottle, and it's done. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, for more tips and inspiration, please point your browser to imaginecrafts.com.